2025 is here already, and if you don't want to end it like you did last year, being broke, then this is what you need to do. And this is going to be something that you can action every single day to make sure that you hit the goal that you want to hit. For this example, we're going to use £10,000. It seems to be the go-to term in the industry, but realistically, you could do this for £1,000,000. You could do this for £20 if you wanted to make £20. So the main thing you've got to work back from is the goal. So we're going for £10,000. Then it really depends on what you want to do price-wise. It normally determines kind of what you're going to sell. In this example, I'm assuming that you know what you're going to sell. You've got a service, you've got something that you're half decent at, or you've got someone that you can outsource it to, or even just know where you can find someone to outsource this to. But we're going on the basis that the product side is okay. You're going to work something out, whatever it is, whether it's a previous experience or whatever. For ease of maths, I'm going to pick £1,000. This isn't retainer, this is just new monthly clients that you need to bring in. If this was retainer, it would build up way quicker. So as a result of that, you literally just need 10 clients every month. 10 clients, that's it. You just need 10 of them. It's that easy. So we're going to go for number of calls now. So let's say you are only able to close 1 in 5. So less than a 20% close rate. So we need 50 calls in order to get you to close 10 of them. If that makes sense. Which then 10 of those that get closed, you charge £1,000, and then it gets you to your goal. So the next thing's how. So you might want to do cold email, you might want to do cold calling, you might want to do DMs, and you have got to work out what of these works. If you've got any experience in any of these, if you've been able to book 1 meeting from cold calling, then just do that. Work out how many cold calls you need to make in order to get to this point. If it's DMs, then so on. We're going to go off the basis that really we're going to need to get 100 people interested. I don't even think you'd need to get 100 people interested. I'm just going over the top because best case you can find something that works easier and sooner, and then therefore you can just kind of book these. So let's say I haven't even added email on here. Cold email. Let's say you're going to email these people. Realistically, if you're getting a 1% reply rate, that means you need to send 10,000 emails to get your 100 interested people on a 1% reply rate. That easy. So yeah, that's quite a push in a month. However, if you're going to split it across a couple of different ones, then that suddenly gets very achievable. If you're just going to do it as a single one, then also that is very achievable. There's no reason why you can't send 10,000 cold emails. It's that simple. So let's say cold calling. So let's say you're getting a better close rate on that. Let's say it's 10%. You need to do 1,000 calls to get your 100 meetings. If it's DMs, it's normally somewhere in the middle, so we'll just go 5%. We'll say you still want 100 of them, so we need to do 5,000. Realistically, that's very achievable. You can break these down more. So let's just do an example of cold email. So if you want to send 10,000 emails, you need 30 per inbox. So if we do 10,000 divided by 30, it gives you 333, which is technically how many email accounts you'd need if you were to do that every single day. But instead, we'll just do that daily. So if you divide it again by 30, you need 11 inboxes, or 11.111, so we'll call it 12. That's it, you need 12 inboxes. Which can't be fucking right. Yeah. You need 12 inboxes, it's that simple. And then it's all ready to go. You can just start sending them out. So 12 inboxes, sending 30 emails. Realistically, you're going to want to divide them by 3 so that you've got different domains, but 12 divides nicely by 3 anyway. So that should send a total of 10,800 emails a month, and then you should easily get your 1% booking off the back of that with a decent message. From there, You can do the same thing with cold calling, you can do the same things with DMs, but that's your fundamentals. So now you know that you need to send 10,000 emails a month. So divide that by 30 again. 10,000 divided by 30, 333 a day. Or 334 a day. So every single day, you need to make sure you're doing that. Same for cold calling. Same for DMs. You're probably going to want an automation tool if you're doing 334 emails a day. But at least you now know this is what you've got to do. And break this down for little deliverables that you can do every single day to make sure you get to that point. You can also do that with number of calls. So if you need 50 calls, work out, let's say it's going to be roughly 2 a day. If we're working like 25 days out of the month, realistically it's probably going to be 2.1 or something like that. But make sure you're on 2 calls every single day, and make sure that you close 2 clients a week, 3 clients a week. We'll go for 3 so it's on the high end, at £1,000 a month. And even better if you can then suddenly bump that up to 1,500, because you'll get to your goal quicker. And this is new clients. So if this was on a retainer model and you were getting even 50% to stay on, all of a sudden you've gone from 10,000 to 15,000 and so on, and it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going every single month. But yeah, it is literally that simple to just find out what works and then scale it. And you might just find that cold calling is your best way of doing this, and you're able to book loads and loads of meetings with cold calling. But don't bother with cold email. And you can also break this down. Like if you know you can get 50 on here, 25 on here, 25 on here, then the math suddenly becomes much, much lower. You can send half the emails, you can send a quarter of the cold calls and quarter of the DMs, and all of a sudden that's not a lot to do. 250 cold calls a month. It's like 10 a day, if that. So there's really no excuse why you can't really push this out. And it's literally that simple. Just do this and then get on with it.